Hey guys, this is Martin from howtomakemobilegames.com on December the 16th today, 2014, and it's a Tuesday here in China. A little weather update, kind of chilly again, as usual. I've got my scarf on at the moment, and I've actually got my bed heater on as well, which is very useful. Uh, just a tip, guys, if you live in a cold country, or if it's cold weather wherever you are, get a bed heater. It is a lifesaver, honestly. I suggested it to my family, but they said that bed heaters, I think, are for like old people. Really, I don't know. I thought bed heaters were for everybody, but I mean, like the heated blanket is what I'm talking about. Really, it is just awesome. So get yourselves one, guys. It's a great investment. Anyway, moving on. So this video is just a real quick one, just to give you a few stats update over this past couple of days from Chartboost. The reason is that we actually had the lowest number of downloads this past day in a few weeks, and I think the reason is that because it's coming close to Christmas time and people are now doing Christmas shopping, which is a huge activity, as probably most of you know, especially in the West, in England as well. I mean, this is the time when people are running to the shops. I mean, even late at night. I used to work in a shopping center doing in a coffee bar, and people would be shopping until like 10, 11 at night, and it'd be really busy all night long. So I think that's the reason. So I'll just jump in and throw you and show you a few stats, guys. Like I said, this isn't a tutorial video or anything, or a tips video. It's just to share some data and see what you guys think as well. So these were the downloads on the 15th, which was the, there, I'm just looking, the 15th was on Monday. And as you can see there, we've got 2,472, so 2,472. The Monday before was 3,000. And I'll just try and scroll to the next one. 3,800 was the Monday before. We had some good installs here. This was a big increase because I think the reason was here was because Sniper XXX was released on iOS, the update. The Monday before here, if I can see that drop, was 2,690. 3,000 there. So 2,596, I think. Yeah, so, and I'm still going back here, so still not got the lowest point. 3,200 there, that was, I think, an update from Sniper XXX maybe. 2,488, so 2488, and so even there, 2488, you can see here that this 2488 still beat the 2472, even though we've got more updates and more. We don't have more games in the market at this point, but we have been distributing games on more app stores, which is also being calculated inside of Chartboost. So you can see here that there was a drop in downloads, and I think the main reason is because of the Christmas shopping, like I said. So this happens all the time, guys. The installs always goes up and down. It can be very seasonal, as you can see here. I just wanted to highlight as well. This is a 1 year graph in Chartboost. You can see here, I believe this is the summer period. So I've also highlighted the revenue there, guys. Sorry, I forgot to highlight before. So this was from let me see. So sort of middle of May, and then July. Here, start of July, you can see that the graphs become a little bit smoother, as opposed to here, where it's a lot more spiky. So I think the reason is because here, the summer holidays for kids end, and what happens is through the week, kids are obviously in school, and then at the weekends, you get a bigger spike because at the weekends they're able to play more. So it's really interesting to see this. You can see roughly this smooth curve has gone from, or smoother line, I should say, from roughly the start of July to roughly the 21st of August. And I think that was when the US kids went back to school. And since most of our games are downloaded in the US, that's where most of our installs come from, it's bound to impact this graph a lot more. So, but it's interesting to see here. You can see the spikes here and here because the weekdays are less activity, but on the weekends there's a lot more activity. So pretty interesting. But yeah, sometimes I do panic when I see this, and as you can see here, I'll sort of show money as well. This is the money graph. It's sort of remained around 100 on average. 100. This is just chart boost. Around 100. It has dropped a little bit there this past couple of days. And let me just show you the last month, so it's a little bit clearer. Yeah, is that last month really? Oh, sorry, last 3 months. That's what I usually look at, isn't it? So this is the last 3 months, and so yesterday it was $68 in for the 15th of December, and the lowest point that we had here on the 3rd of December was 62, and 58 there. So that was the lowest. That was actually the lowest point in quite a while. I think that was on the 9th of December, and 62. So sorry, let me check, guys. 58. I'm just looking at the other parts. That is 62, 64, 60. Yeah, so 68 looks like it was the lowest one. And these are the boot ups as well. Even though, let me just get off the money earned. Even though, you can see here the boot ups are actually a little bit better than before. So 10,000 boot ups there. Now this was a better period because of Sniper XXX being released on iOS, so that was a little bit better. But I think here 10,000 beats, yeah, 9,400, 10,100, 9,300, 10,700, 9,400, 8,300. 8,400. So even though the boot ups are better, the money was not that much. Better. You know, it still went kind of low, and I think the reason is partly as well is because of on ad networks like Chartboost, advertisers' revenue does go up and down depending on the time of the month, depending on the what they're trying to achieve for that time period. So, for example, right now, maybe advertisers on Chartboost in early to mid-December are saving up their ad revenue to have a big boost of ads. How can I say it? They're going to be paying a lot more money after Christmas because that's when people are going to be having a lot more spare time. They're going to get a lot more devices for Christmas, a lot more tablets. Kids are going to be playing on their new devices. And so they're probably saving up ad revenue to pay that money after Christmas because that's when they can catch more users for sure. So it does depend on the type of ads that happen to pop up in your game. It could be that casual games get downloaded a lot more, so like a bubble shooter game, but a casino game, for example, won't get downloaded as much because casino games are much more specific. They target a more specific user. It's not a mass audience type of game. So, but yeah, it can go up and down. I often sometimes when I do see like, oh, $58, oh my God, it's dropped. My heart like quickly like skips a beat. I'm like, oh my God. And I start to worry a little bit, but it's always up and down, guys. It's always up and down, especially seasonal. So my question is, why do I do this video? It's a question to other people is, did you see a drop in ad revenue recently? And also, did you see a drop in installs like I just displayed this past couple of weeks? And what do you think is the reason? I think it's, for me, it's probably because the Christmas shopping period in the West. Everyone's shopping, everyone's spending, their evenings going out and doing shopping. So that's probably the reason. The other reason might be as well is because generally the eCPM is a little bit lower and big advertisers are not spending quite as much at this point of the year before Christmas. They'll be spending money after Christmas. So I'm really interested to know what you guys think. I'm not an expert when it comes to ad networks at all. So it'll be cool to sort of find out and get everyone's opinion as well. So anyway, that was a quick one, guys. I hope it was useful. Please let me know what you think or if there's something you'd like me to discuss on the video. As I've mentioned before, I'm not replying to comments on YouTube anymore just because of time, but I do read every comment on YouTube. So really, thanks so much for still chiming in on YouTube, guys. You can come and meet me on howtomakemobilegames.com. I'll put that in the description if you're on YouTube. And you can ask me any questions or comments there. I'm far more active on the forum than I am on YouTube. And the other point is, as well, guys, I've seen a bunch of people reply to the recent video on howtomakemobilegames.com. This past few days have been ultra busy this past week, so I'm sorry for not replying a little bit sooner. I will get round to them. But again, thanks for all the comments and on the forum as well. I do check them all. And let me know what you think about this video. So please hit like, guys. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe. Let me know if this was useful. And have a great day there. I will speak to you all soon. Bye-bye.